forget to hit the like button, y'all. Let's go through this because people keep asking me about it since this morning, and I thought it was pretty obvious of what was going on. But it must be some type of misunderstanding to the situation altogether, which I don't even understand why it would be a misunderstanding. Everybody should know what this is from the jump. Shalom, my brother. Now, first off, Cam has told this story. Like he said, 10 years ago, when they reposted the time Jimmy was flipping out before, and he posted the story to say, okay, let's deal with this guy. Let's show this guy what's what. All right, let's really get this going. Then they turn around and they start saying, okay, we done did all that. Now let's move forward with everything else. Yeah, he wasn't getting it in Ohio. He just changed the state to Ohio. I don't really know if he was getting it in Ohio, but I know where he really was getting it from. That time they were getting it from Chicago. But it's a whole different it's a difference when people fall out. You know, everybody have a run. You know, G Unit had they run from like 2003, like that 03 era, all the way to like 2007. You know, so everybody got like a 5-6 year run. It just seemed longer with G Unit because G Unit was putting out so many records in so little time. You know, 50 Cent first album came out, and from there, from 03 to 07, he got 3 albums out, about 2 mixtapes, like Forever mixtapes, soundtracks, G Unit album, Young Buck album, Lloyd Banks album. And Dipset had a run. Now they had a run. Dipset was able to come out and get a run. And they really was the new streets. They were the younger generation. The younger 20-year-olds. G Unit had those older cats. But the younger cats that was coming up wearing glitter jackets and rhinestones and stuff again, it was like, and all this fly leather coats and pink everything. Cam had everybody pinked out. when he was with Jay now. So they really had their Dipset run. Once him and Jay fell out, and they had that little thing that went down when he put out that record, talking about when Rockefeller split and all that. And then they were gone and got off the label, and they had their little, the rest of it, the purple tape with Cam. It was all Dipset. Everything in there. There is no opinion. G Unit is better, of course. But then again, I'm not from a Dipset era. You got a LB, that's like probably his crew there. Dipset. But Dipset, yeah, it was about that 06, 07 era. They was making a little noise, but they never got a chance to really make it commercially. Cam did, but all their stuff was really mixtape. And they didn't have, at that time, Cam couldn't, he couldn't balance anything. He would get stuff started, but couldn't really follow through on it. Or if somebody else got momentum, he didn't know how to focus on them. Wasn't really a jealousy. It was more of a, we gotta try to go ahead and do what's best here for the crew. But Cam was looking like, all right, but this is what I gotta do right now. And he was the commercializing of hip hop, but he was from an entrepreneur. He was like, I ain't gonna take the deal from Pepsi and Coca-Cola. I'm gonna take it from this guy, the new serve, the new drink, and we're gonna make that hot. We're gonna do scissor. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get all of these things. So he was right. He was taking the bag from new companies because they was gonna pay you more. Then you could get a part of the ownership. They was coming with a partnership because they didn't have a lot of money. So Cam was looking at it from a business perspective of doing these deals. But he was the manager also, instead of having anybody manage them, and for Jimmy to come out and be as disrespectful he is, I expect it. When he almost got killed here in Chicago for some stupid stuff he did, it was typical Jimmy. Like, they had love for Jim Jones here. Then he crossed these dudes, and then he went and snatched the money, the performance money and all that. And they didn't come to an agreement on what a walkthrough is and what a performance is. And Jimmy's like, oh, he trying to shice us to get us perform for cheap, knowing we agreed to this price, but he got half of it. F it, I'm just going to take the money and then I'm going to bounce. But you dealing with gangsters, true gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So Jimmy was going to take that long ride. And you thank the God you here right now. You should be thanking God every day, bro. That was a dangerous move you pulled. And you jumped out the car. They was driving away with you. They had you in the back seat. You jumped out the car. When they threw you in that back seat and was beating the hell out of you, you thought you was going to bounce up out the city real quick. That went for the road. No, he jumped out and ran into traffic. Them cars was coming. They was coming to take you somewhere. So Jimmy got to know that was his luck right there. I don't think he's been in Chicago since. That's the true story. Ask Jimmy to tell you this story. He knows. Now, what became very interesting to me is how everybody comes along and try to exhaust something. They get so exhausted with it that they exhaust you. Jimmy come along and they down on their luck, and somebody else has come back on their own strength, not on your strength, on their own. Cam and Mace doing the podcast thing, they come up, right? And all you could do is hate from the sidelines. So go and subscribe to It Is What It Is. Don't forget to subscribe here. Hit the like button and definitely join my Patreon, which is the hottest Patreon now. Thank y'all, because my Patreon is whooping everybody's ass on Patreon, as it always have, 5 years in a row. Because nobody coming with heat. They coming with bull. The puppet slayer is definitely laying it down. And yes, Cam is on there because he didn't win corporate. You puppet master and for Drake. Now, Cam is a businessman, not a rapper. Okay, he could rap, but he's a businessman. So he gonna find a way, and he's a hustler. So he's gonna find a way to rise up to the top. Jim Jones, a man who had no talent. His only talent is, I just know how to ride for my boys. That's it. This man gave you an opportunity in the life. You have a way better life than you would have had if you didn't run into Camden. They were already on their way up. You knew that. And you a hanger-on. But your time is come and gone. You had a luck single that was hot. And it wasn't because of no lyrics. It was the beat. People wanted the beat. The beat was high. Bowling. I feel bad for people that bought a Jim Jones album. I really do. I don't know. I know I never did. I know better. I knew better. But if you liked him, that's cool. Like I could deal with a verse from Jimmy on a Dipset album where he dropped it to 16 and I ain't got a him no more. But I don't know who these people are that was buying Jim Jones albums, unless they was from Harlem. I don't. Absolutely. So yeah, I was up watching it earlier. Then I said, let me take a nap. Then I get up and do it. You know, let Camden stuff breathe on its own without everybody stepping on it. So
Niggas been talking since I was off vacation. We're gonna start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer, nigga. You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you.
Now, let that be known right there. When other people watching you blow, right? They watching you blow up. And they ain't a part of it no more. They want to know why. Why they can't eat no more with you? Because of things you did. You want to jump ship and go ride with 50 Cent. You want to go ride with Jay-Z. You gonna ride with everybody who was against home. Now they all cool with him, but things ain't gonna be the same with you. That's the code of the street. You know that. That's like a dude and his girl get into an argument and they break up and you choose the girl side over your homeboy. Saying, I'm neutral. And now you over there telling her stuff about him. Then y'all get back together. Then when y'all get back together, him and the girl, he back with her. But both of them ain't gonna deal with you. You gonna be the one singled out. Like, see, told y'all about him. See, it's him. Now you see this comment here. Jim's a real and Cam's a jealous hater. Now what about Cam is jealous? Oh yeah, super chat works too. And Cash App is Carcino, by the way. But see, that comment right there echoes exactly what we're talking about. That echoes everything we're talking about. Why would Cam be jealous of Jimmy? I've never seen a guy that's jealous of people that got nothing going for him. What do Jimmy got going? A love and hip hop? This man said he created love and hip hop. Chrissy Lampkins, his wife or whatever, was more famous than him. Right. My chick that I used to mess with, she's basically from, she's New York-ish, that lived out here. She only know a Jim Jones from Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff. She don't even know his songs. Yeah, she kind of New Yorkish. She's in the outskirts of New York. She grew up there, but she left when she was 5. She don't know nothing about New York. But she only know of Jim Jones because of that. Jim Jones is not a rapper. He's a street hustler. Period.
You talk about dick ride now. That's where this old shit. I would have left you alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, dick ride. Do you remember how we met, nigga? Pause. Not met. How you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Camron 1995 freestyle.
Pretending to punish with a 40 Johnny honey, and now I make golly money. Niggas wanna be cool, but couldn't piss in my pocket money. And it's not my nigga, the door, the bucket in the morning, fucking the store, the rental cops, like a report, sweating niggas, I bucket to the water. I got the jacket running off, it's like looking for a squad, it's like God, the night you rock, shit, the scarf,
don't make it a habit, G, or I'ma extinguish two in your cavity. Cause where I'm from is like a ghost town, we packing total clown, fuck around, your bitch ass will get a blown crown. Doggy, you think the way you say you throw it blood shit, I make your block hotter than that state that Balky played.
Yeah, now go Google Mace, Camron, Cardan, DJ Clue.
Niggas don't understand, son. The bullets in their calf and they can't run. Niggas all on top of you, beat you down with handguns, flush back slugs, but you never get the land one. Run with grimy niggas and die with shit your man done. You dream the world I'm living in. Wanna fuck the bitches I be swimming in. Cute, but don't confuse me as I'm feminine. Wilder than them cats that be rowdy to the Benjamin.
Google Children of the Corn 12-minute freestyle.
Nigga like a blast mag, put niggas in trash bags, so dash bags will get your ass tagged. Hey yo, the gruff been rough for years. I be fucking queers, then throw the ass down the fucking stairs. Stuck to this and you a doom victim. Hey yo, I'm iller than that shit that fuck up your immune system.
Google Bloodshed and Camron, Children of the Corn freestyle.
I dare to ask to act up. You hear me? Yeah, I'd rather off that you near me. I'd rather have you fear me than have your mother teary eyes. Flowers, candles, 40 bottles, very dies. So we lie. But the young kid had to show it. Yeah, see, I run with Mr. Kids. You'll have a twisted wig playing R. Kelly when you know my ass Mr. Big.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles. And you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house. You said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could. Y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace with Cuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of. I never needed nowhere to stay.
And let that be known. I hate when people say stuff like that. That happened to me. I stayed at my boy's crib. My job was across the street. And he was like family, so he was like my cousin. He never tripped on anything. But his mom started tripping. And the reason why his mom was tripping is because I never knew, and of course he wasn't going to tell me, she was a hype. She was a functioning addict. I didn't know that about his mom's. So while I'm going to work, my car had broke down. Granted, I never stayed at dude's house. We would kick it over there, but never stayed. Because one, they only had like limited spots for parking, and you needed a parking pass, and you only got like one. So you can't have guests stay over past a certain time. At least tow truck come over there and start snatching cars. So I was pissed because they come over with we finna start snatching the cars. They finna pull that move again. And right over there, same situation happened. I come over there. The first day, I give her money. I said, my car in the shop, I'm going to stay here. Is it cool if I stay here? Because my job is right across the street. So I just stay here till my car get fixed. I was there 4 weeks. Wasn't supposed to be that. I went and bought another car. I said, all right, they tripping. I'm buying another car. Because it's getting silly now. You know, they was taking their time and wanting to fix it on their time. Because I went to the brothers, you know, and they was like, man, it's just better off getting a new car. You got to get a whole new engine. I'm like, I don't need no new engine for this car. You know what I'm saying? This is a Chevy. I can get everything in doggone the auto store. This car didn't need a new engine. I knew that. So I just didn't have time to fix it because I was working. So I'm going over there staying at his crib during that whole time. And his cousin, female cousin, she like fell in love with me. She used to start visiting, coming over there, wanting to take pictures. Like, hey, he's here. I'm like, dog, please get your cousin. Do something with her, please. No, wasn't attracted to us. So anyway, I might have told you this story, Q. I don't remember. But here's the thing. I leave. First, she sweated me for the Tyson fight. Tyson Holyfield 2. The rematch. She sweating me over that. She was like, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm paying for it. It's $50. People was like, that's outrageous. I'm like, I got it. It's $50, no problem. So she's like, you know it's $50. I'm like, yeah, it's $50. I got it. She's like, all right, y'all can go ahead and have it here. So everybody over there, we all watching the fight. I paid for it. As soon as it's over, like, I'm like, okay, I got the 50. She wasn't even there. Then, you know, I found the bench spoons, they all burnt. And I'm like, damn. I would dip out and I go somewhere else. And this time I ain't even had a car yet. So I got to go to we went to the city, all the way to the city to go get this car. And by the time I come back, I'm like, the nearest ATM is like about, remember, there's no Uber Eats. Duke don't have a car. Her, you know what I'm saying? Her son, who's my man's, he don't have a whip. So the only person that got a whip is the girls that come over. I don't know where they get these cars from. All the chicks had cars. They would come over and pick us up. So when I'm getting out of there, when I get my car, she kept sweating me. Like, yeah, remember that? I need that. I'm like, the bill ain't even, it's only been 2 days. I'm like, I'm going to get you the money. Ain't nobody trying to stiff you out of the money. I'm staying here, so I'm going to give you the money. So anyway, I'm paying her son. Like, I'm giving him bread because he letting me stay there in the crib. So I'm giving your son money. So he's not asking you for nothing. My boy, he's got everything. We bought the groceries in the house. What do you think I need to pay you for what, 2-3 weeks that I didn't take care of? I was hitting him off with the bread. Now, if he didn't split it with you, because you said I could stay there for nothing. So once I got up out of there, that's when she was like, you ain't had no place to live. I'm like, I ain't had no place to live. I had a crib. It was convenient when my car's down because I work across the street. So it just made sense. I could walk across the street to work. So no, you tripping. You just know ain't no more money coming in now. You didn't want me to leave. I mean, y'all went and got cars and all this. I was getting a car. That's why I was here. Now, my other boy came and stayed there. And I don't know what arrangement he made, but I said, this is a bad idea, dog, to be staying here with her. And he was on some, nah, I'm just going to live here, man. It's cool. I'm like, dog, this ain't a good situation. You might want to think of a new spot. Because, see, he don't talk to his moms like that. You'll be hitting him off. She ain't going to know nothing about it. Or he ain't going to give her the bread because he know what she finna do with the bread. So he ain't going to give it to her because he knows she going to go get high. And she was on that diesel. But you couldn't tell, though, unless you actually walked in her room and see bent spoons and burnt spoons. I was like, what the hell? And I had never been around somebody like that. You know, like in their presence, like living in the house with somebody like that. So that was the first time I had ever really encountered it face to face like that. Other people who did it, we knew we weren't around them. But I told him, I said, don't do that. And sure enough, first thing she do was throw that in my face. Like I needed a place to stay from her. I needed to. No, if y'all would have said no, I'd have been still good. I'd have just took a cab or whatever. Because there wasn't no Uber back then. Wasn't no getting in the car with strangers. Goonie goo goo, 1 Eye Willie, on my way to church, about to be 49. I'm acting like it's 1997. Camron came with the receipts. Of course. This why he did it before.
You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You were a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpson's on 142nd Crown Square. D Ferg on number 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final Four Billy and them used to. You're not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem So bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem. Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, yo, niggas was on your account. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in, nigga. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You'll say it. Matter of fact, bring up the clip.
Mace helped me learn how to rap.
Mace taught me how to rap. Mace actually showed me, he was the first person to show me how to rap.
Mace actually sat me down and showed me the magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap, nigga. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. Nigga, you ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy. That's how you got down originally. Period.
So that should put this thing to bed. For real, my guy, this should be it. You know, like this. I don't know why this continues to be a thing. You want me to tell you what they was at the height of their thing and when they was moving, what Jimmy was doing? Jimmy's creating other groups outside of Dipset. Purple City Bird Gang, Skull Gang. He's creating other things outside of Dipset so he could double dip. He's listening to people saying, you the real man in Dipset. Yeah. You know, smart people know better than to be like, nah, that's some bull. I don't know what you talking about. Now, right. That's when it's crazy to me. The Goonie Goo Goo, one-eyed Willie. You smell me? Huh? You don't play with me, man. You don't play with me. One-eyed Willie, Goonie Goo Goo. No, he's a street dude. So no matter what, he loved to be in the streets, but because he had a record deal, was on TV, he felt I'm a star. And I knew something was off. Now that he said that he's from the Bronx, it fits. He don't fit like for Harlem. Anything Jim Jones wear, it looks dirty on him. It don't look clean to me. That stuff look filthy. When he wear it, it's filthy. When Cam wear it, it's clean. Cam be wearing the same thing as Jimmy. When Jimmy put it on, it just look dirty. It just don't even fit. Just look dirty on him. Cam wear it, Mace wear it, it's fly. You can see it, they know how to style. Jimmy just always that dirty dude. As soon as he put it on, it just looked dirty. It just don't even feel the same. Like, he don't look like no Harlem cat. He seemed like he's from the Bronx. He would fit in right well over in the Bronx. New York didn't have gangs, they had crews. And then at that time, it was like, who's your crew and all that. They wasn't big on the gangbanging. Chicago had the gangs. And they just got adopted to the gangs because everybody started moving everywhere and starting up gangs. And then the cruise was over, and everything now was gangs. Oh, they'd got everybody back then because they would have RICO'd everybody and then took in people like Cam and Mace. And y'all said y'all was part of NFL. Y'all said y'all was this, so we taking y'all down. We snagged him, so y'all part. We taking the whole thing down. Now they done got the RICO for the streets. They ain't got no more Colombian drug dealers to get. So now they like, all right, let's lock the brothers up. We're gonna create something called RICO. Come get them all.
Now to the next point. This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The shit happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, yo, okay. He tricked niggas out their spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it, and they went under, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said the shit. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every nigga that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If a nigga agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on and on. Every nigga that put hands on you or you get to take you cool with them. I see you with C Gutter. Junior Mafia, cool. I see you taking pictures with True Life. It's cool. Man, DC, y'all having sit-downs to work out. Gunshots was let off with that. Y'all having sit-downs to work it out. You tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot. Pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing. You gotta eat it. You're just sitting in the crowd. Nah, nigga, they dissing you in the movie that you went to go see, bro. You ever wonder how you met Mano? Ask him how he met Mano. Mano gonna downplay because they cool now. He tried to press Mano one day because Mano first came out. He had a little record where he was saying, dissing the rappers. I don't know, he's dissing. He said nigga's name. So Jim Plus see Mano one day and was like, yo, what's up with all that saying my name? Mano said, who the fuck you talking to? Oh, you think I'm one of them niggas? You out your motherfucking mind? Now they the lobby boys. Every nigga that do something to put pressure on you, you sit there and work it out. But when niggas got a little genuine heart for you and all that, cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, then you can keep going on and on and on. And I ain't promoting none of this. I think it's cool that you cool with everybody I name. You gonna be 50 next year, nigga. I'm happy that you cool. I'm not saying this to starve no feathers. I'm not saying that to backtrack on any beef or go anything like. I think it's really cool. But the niggas who do this, you cool with, and then the niggas who try to handle it sophisticatedly, you keep going on and on like niggas give a fuck about all that shit, bro. Niggas don't care about none of that shit, my nigga.
And that's the truth. They don't care. They don't care. Cam and Mace are in a position where they don't care because they busy doing what they got to do. They got stuff going on. It's always people who got nothing going on. Now, if Jimmy had something going on, he wouldn't even be worried about Cam and Mace. Nobody caring about seeing his wife on TV no more, doing them reality shows. Nobody's checking for him on no records. He's done. His time is up. The window of opportunity is closed. And now he's stuck. And this is what happens when these dudes, man, they get confused because there ain't no lane for them to go in no more. They can't bounce from lane to lane. These dudes ain't built like that. Half of their crew is built on riding other people's waves. This dude literally said, yo, G-Unit, yes. Shouts out, G-Unit. When he was a member of Dipset, he's screaming out, Purple City Bird Gang, Purple City Bird Gang. When he's a member of Dipset, Skull Gang, what's up? When he's a member of Dipset. Now, the only thing Cam did wrong, his mom's was sick. So he put her in the best rehab facility possible. Put him down in Orlando. And when he did that, he left a lot of people's careers in limbo because he kind of dropped everything and was taking care of his moms. And at the time, Juelz was the hottest thing out. Juelz Santana was the hottest thing out. Juelz had a buzz that was crazy. He was killing the mixtape game. He was doing songs with Lil Wayne. They was finna put out an album together. They had the whole songs, or everything. Kim wasn't there to greenlight. Didn't greenlight the album. That messed up Juelz Santana. That messed him up. Yeah, because he smoked out. Man, that dude, of course his teeth gone, dog. He was boy, his light fingers, boy. That boy is Pookie. For real. Now, right, him and Lil Wayne, they knocked out about 12 songs or more. You know, and it was sad they couldn't put that album out. That would have been crazy. That album was crazy because everything they putting out was hot. Cam was worried about his mom, stepped away from the business, but you a boss. You can't just step away from your business, and your business is other people. If it's just you, cool. But you managing other people. So Juelz came to him and said, hey, man, I want to go. You know, I want to do my own thing. The Jim Jones, you know, he just go back to the street life. Jimmy was on automatic pilot. Juelz got Def Jam, and Def Jam want to just buy the Cam out. So Cam came there and said, all right, they was in negotiation, and Juelz don't understand the business. He, man, why you holding me back? Def Jam said they want to give me $1 million. He was like, no, fool, they didn't want to give you that. I'm trying to get you the money and raise it up, because he's like, I'm going to do this business for Juelz. But Cam was like, Def Jam was messing you up and holding you up with this Lil Wayne thing. It wasn't me, because they trying to shortcut you and shortchange you because they know you excited to do it. So he was like, I'm going to let you out your deal. So he got $2 million, got bought out the deal, and said, all right, there you go. Now you on your own. And what did he do? And Cam told his moms. He told Juelz's moms, like, look, your son's out here bad. He been hanging out with these dudes like Lil Wayne and they done messed him up. And they got him hooked on the syrup. This dude is every day he got a cup now of syrup. He only leaned out. He's erratic. So Cam called the moms, and the mom called him up. Why you tell my moms on me? He was like, dog, I'm trying to save you, dog. You are not from Houston. What is you doing? All syruped out. We don't be doing that up here. Now everybody doing it. But that's what really happened. He let them go. He was with Def Jam. And when he went to Def Jam, you ain't heard nothing from Juelz since. I don't think this is a diss. This is telling the truth. He did this 10 years ago. It's just that now he's got a bigger platform. Remember his ex who was hot, and she went on Instagram and she was out there doing her thing, and Cam was managing her, and she let people get in her ear. Now you don't hear nothing from her. Dudes that came and hit it. NBA ballers and players can hit it and then pull it off on her. Now she's that old girl on IG. Yeah, they was flying out, hitting her and giving her a little paper. She thought she was gonna come up on Cam. Cam like, all right, you do you. Now look where he's at. And look where they at. That's why Cam now is bigger than he ever was when he was making the records. Because now he got all the generations, the younger generation, young people, they watching Mace and Cam. Mace and Cam them is like 50. All of them about to be 50 years old. They way out y'all demographic, but young folks listen to them. Yo, Cam and Mace, man, they be cracking me up. So they got all these generations. Now, they wouldn't go out and buy their records, but they listen to their podcast. So this is what Cam figured out, and he knew this is the market. This is where we need to communicate with the young and everybody. The OG's going to hear about it later because the young folks going to be playing. These young kids, they got phones in their hand. They own it every day. It's simple arithmetic. It's like somebody who hustles and sold drugs. You know where it's hot at. You know where you can get all your stuff off at with less risk. I swear, if I was in the dope game, I'd be a billionaire. I would. If I was in the dope game, I would be a billionaire. I saw all the problems and had none of the vices. And I wouldn't have been afraid to lay somebody down if I had to. That's my problem. I'd have been afraid that I was going to just go off laying people down. But yeah, I would have never enjoyed it. They'd be like, dude, you did not have to shoot him yourself. Well, I'd be, no, I had to. He had to go for that. I can't, that's why I don't like working with people. Oh yeah, I would have been seen on with for real. And because the incompetence would have been people in your own crew. If you work for me, believe me, you don't want to work for me. Because if I'm doing my job and you ain't doing your job, we're going to have a problem. And my boy was the biggest Juelz fan on the planet back then. He got Love and Hip Hop and dropped a mixtape in 2012 and been in limbo ever since. And his teeth didn't make it no better. That's because these dudes, they get stuck in limbo, B. They get stuck in a daze. Like, people been lying to them for so long. I love how they say people ran from the hood. You know what they tell them? So they tried to start the thing about me running from the hood. You ran from the hood. How I run from the hood? My grandmama there, and I'm there like every weekend. And you know when I heard that? When I was back home. I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. That's just haters. These are people that I didn't even deal with anyway. When I was in there, I'm like, when I was in the hood, I didn't deal with you. Y'all younger than me. I'm like, dude, y'all are younger than me. I don't even know y'all. And y'all in here talking about my life. Yeah, man, he ran up out the hood. That's what they do. They go get a white girl. They had made up a whole story about me in the hood. Hey, he found the white girl and moved out there with a white girl. I'm like, what? What white girl? What the? What is he talking about? What white girl did I move out with? And if I wasn't back home, this lie would have continued to grow. We playing PS2, James Bond, Agent Under Fire. We played that game for like 6-7 years. I ain't gonna lie. We played that game for like 6-7 years. I think it came out in 03 or whatever, but we played that game for years. Playing Bond, 4-way. We got the 4-way controllers. We all 4 of us playing James Bond, Agent Under Fire. Going in there and popping each other. The versus mode. Play some Bond. So when we did that, right, that was right. That's about the time I had moved out the hood. Around 2007, 2008. I was completely like, all right, I moved. Right, GoldenEye, we did play that on Super Nintendo and all that, but when PS2 came and had Agent Under Fire, that was our game. And the new Bond didn't have it. We was like, nah, we going back to Agent Under Fire. That new Bond, they came out with a new Bond game, and it was like, oh, this ain't it. Put that Agent Under Fire back on. Well, we'd be kicking it, getting drunk, and playing that, drinking, listening to new stuff, music. And so, you know, we got Agent Under Fire. We going right back to the games. That's the way it was supposed to be. Now, all of this other stuff don't make no sense whatsoever. Oh, yeah, Juju. That was her name. You talking about Juju. Yeah, that's what we talking about, Juju. Man, if you had the money, it could go down. Yeah, because she's picky. See, Cam knew not too many dudes gonna be able to deal with Juju because he knew how she was. Cam knew everything she liked, what she didn't like. That's why Cam was like, I know what she like, I know what she don't like, I know all the situations. So she's picky on what she want to eat, how it's presented to her. Don't bring her this on this side of the bed. The bed got to be made. You can't sit here. I don't like when people stare at me. Like, she's weird. She's got a lot of idiocracies, you know. So when you see all that, that's just too much. Some people can't do that. He ain't make her a star. But we wouldn't know her if she wasn't dating Cam. That's the truth.
Niggas don't care a little bit, my nigga. That's first and foremost. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple things real quick. What I'll finish with is this, man. I'm never here to downplay your character. As much as you try to degrade my character for years and push me under the bus and say, I ain't start this and I ain't do that, and you started Pink and you made the Diplomats, which is just, if people choose to believe that, then look, I got a Brooklyn, bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you to, my nigga, period. But at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm never trying to downplay your character. And I didn't know all this shit was going on because I was on vacation. I came back a few days ago and seen all this going on. And it's like, for instance, right? I see you post the shit, Cam let me get jumped in Rucker, this, that, and third by 8 niggas, this, that, and third. I'll let niggas tell that story however they want to tell it. I don't give a fuck. I seen the story one time when Little C's was telling the story. I mean, me and Little C's is cool. As Little C's told me, he punched me in my face. Rarely. And me and C, I seen C's really, no, not dissing C's, but no, Lil C's never put me. But if you go to his internet story, that's what he said he did. And like I said, I got no problem. I seen C's, we good. But you keep running around with these 25-year-old stories. Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach. All them niggas, and lucky, I had my shit on me and my man Jojo, I ain't gonna say his name, Spanish nigga, you know him. The Spanish nigga who don't care about life, who was with me, is like, who all these niggas coming? I said, oh, they come this way. No, and this no disrespect, because Blue's my nigga, Meech my nigga, all that. And Blue DaVinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Flea, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and Jojo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool. I don't pump all that shit, nigga, because I ain't trying to make the great Chicago. You know why? Because the revolution was televised, nigga. That's why I'm here, nigga. That's why God work like that. That's why me and Murder is here, nigga. The revolution was televised, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I'll wrap it up real quick with this, nigga, because I'll be here for an hour. We got other shit to do. Stop tricking niggas out their freedom, bro. Because niggas get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. Not to be in worse situations than they was before they met you. You get, do you understand that? I don't know if you understand that. That's why niggas come around, but then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom. Max is doing 75. I know you don't give a fuck. Jaja just wanted to be a rapper. Jaja had 10 years, my nigga. We don't know where Jeter at. Stro is just missing. I don't know what the fuck happened to Stro. Slicey, 12 years. His godson, that was 13 years old, 8 years. Shotty, he was trying to be 12 years. And I know you love Mel, because I love Mel Matrix. That's my brother. I love him. That's your man more than my man, and that's a fact. I'm not denying it. But you said when he come home, he gonna be the triple OG. Get that man a job, my nigga. Get him a job. He's the triple OG before he went in. Make sure he getting a job, getting 6 digits a year. That's what it's really about. As much as that side, I don't know if they fuck with me or not. I ain't talking about this situation. You know what's gangster? Emery is gangster. Emery that had a Puma, creative, whatever the fuck he doing. It ain't even like jail back on his plate no time soon, and they ain't never going back. You know what's gangster? Biggs is gangster. Biggs come home for jail, still got a stake in Rockefeller, whatever him and Jay-Z worked out, that's cool. Or whatever, he got St. John as artist, he working with Drink Champs. That's gangster. Not throwing niggas back in the pot that eventually do something that could get them back in the same situation. And I'm not saying, if you got something lined up for Matrix, I'm shut the fuck up. My bad. I apologize, but I don't want that for Melly because I give a fuck about Melly. Whether he care about me like he used to or not, I still my nigga. I got love for Melly. So hopefully that'll go right. But this is gonna be the last time I address this. I did this 10 years ago. A lot of people seem like this is new business. When Jim wanted to go to Rock Nation, he sat there and was crying on Funk Master Flex, saying I did this, did that. We did this whole thing 10 years ago, bro. I'm not doing this every 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Whatever you got to say after this, good luck. I wish you luck. I got other shit to do. A lot of people don't even realize the Dipset movement was from 2001 to 2006, 7. It's 2025. What are we talking about here? If it's people interested in the stories, I dig it. I understand that. Me, from 2007 to 2025, I got other shit to do. This is not on my motherfucking say after this. I'm not addressing it no more. Believe what you want to believe because I got other things to do.
And that's that. Now, right, I showed this dude crying the last time. Dude was like, man, you just hate Jimmy. Oh yeah, hit the like button, man. Y'all be coming up in here. I appreciate y'all super chatting and everybody who hit my Cash App up. I appreciate that. Yeah, my barber coming over right now. Yeah, he about to come cut my hair. He on his way over here. Yeah, my barber could vouch. Gil girl talked to me through my whole haircut. Well, his ex. Well, the one he claimed he wasn't with. She talked to me through the whole haircut. He was salty as hell. Calling her, they laughing at you. They playing at you. Look what they did. Pause on that S Fest. Yeah. Jim Jones is crazy. That's why. You see, that's the main problem, is that it's Jimmy. You see, if it wasn't for anybody else in the game, they wouldn't even have any respect for him. Nobody else is looking out for them. Cam is the only thing he got to eat on. I'm dead serious. If it wasn't him, none of these dudes would be eating. That's real talk. Yeah, that's what Jim do. He get into it with people and get people, they come True Life and them come pressing him for what? That's the link right there to the Patreon. I put it in the chat. Yes, you're going to see a lot over there. You could just go to the search and type it in, and then you'll see everything. So all this LeBron James cheating stuff don't even make sense. Oh, academics is going to find out what's going on because he's messing with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's scared of Rock Nation them because what they could do. Who you think LeBron is cool with? LeBron ain't gonna sue no academics. That's crazy. Why would he sue academics? So he could keep his name out there involved in this? Nah, he gonna let it go, but he ain't gonna forget it. Straight like that. Yeah, he just gonna stay in the house. What's good to have a whole bunch of money and you can't go nowhere? You got money, but you can't go nowhere. You can't enjoy it. You can't even go to the movies. You can't go nowhere. You're afraid somebody gonna slice and dice you up, boy. Straight like that. Everybody tough on the internet. That's one thing I figured out. Everybody tough. Everybody was a goon. Everybody did everything. I was no goon, bro. I was no goon. But you wasn't gonna whoop my ass. That's never gonna happen. Right. And my stories, the majority of my stories, when I was telling my hood stories, I was getting up out of there. We was running. We was getting the hell up out of there. 30 niggas running towards you, you get the hell up out of there. You in somebody else's hood, you get up out of there. Shoot, we running. We getting the hell up out of Dodge. Because we shouldn't have been there in the first place. They knew better not to follow us into our neighborhood. Once we go under the viaduct, they stopped. They was, oh, stop. It's over. Stop. Like, we was running past people and they was like, what's going on? Like, dudes from Grow Heights. They was mad because they girls was like talking to us. They won't know. They like, oh, you wouldn't talk to me? And y'all sitting over there. Somebody's like, that second hood story is a classic. Shoot, I got to go back to my hood stories and start like listening to them again. It was so many of these things that went down. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Getting older now. But yeah, if I had to fight, I was very good at it. Quick hands, reflexes. I learned how to really fight in the 5th grade. And ever since then, it was on. And all I did was basically mimic this dude. His name was Kevin. I told that story too. Then me and him had to, he's like, let's slap box. Let's just go. I was like, damn, I didn't want to do that. Because he didn't go there to school no more. He came back up there to visit. And yeah, he was like, all right. I didn't want him to see like I had mimicked his style, his boxing style, the way he had his hands up and the way he used to, get his shots off. But I was always quick, real fast, sharp reflexes. So I could beat anybody. And I punch, slap, 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 quick hands. So, right. Hood stories was classic. True stories. Right. I ain't the Iron Man hero and a lot of this stuff. I try to get out of fights. I'm not trying to, dude, I'm all dressed up to the nines. I ain't here to get in no fight. You come here to fight. All these women in there, I got dressed up. We all up in here. Everybody having a good. You want to go fight? Yeah, look at dude. He's stand. What you looking at, homie? I'm like, dog, I ain't. Hey, chill. I ain't come here to fight nobody. You look like I'm dressed to fight. I mean, you dressed like you. Like, yeah, you do. I look like I'm dressed to roll around in the dirt with a broke neck. That don't make no sense for me. Hey, E-School, go to the Nate Jones story. It's already there. On YouTube, go to the Nate Jones story. Everything you talking about right now is on the Nate Jones story. There it is, the Nate Jones story. You follow that, you could be a member. You're going to learn from the best. The man who taught Floyd Mayweather his defensive stance and prowess. But shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Armando Black TV, HDII TV. Don't forget my Patreon is Carcino for Life. My Cash App is Carcino. We got the hottest one going right now. I got to sit down and have a talk with Patreon because, we're going to have to sit down because I'm kicking everybody's in draws and asses. Like Kwame said, we kicking everybody butt up there and they still want to just promote the Jewish people. We're going to have to talk about that. Yeah, we're going to have to talk because we got the hottest Patreon on the block, bar none. So we're going to need that meeting. Cesar Chavez was having a good showing, getting himself broke up, and he got stopped. His corner stopped it because he was about to get knocked out. What's next on the Patreon this week? Oh, stay tuned because today finna be pretty good. I got some more heat for y'all today.